Do you dance, Stipe, or no?
No, when I'm drunk, yes.
Yeah.
A couple of beers in, I break it down.
Yeah.
Not so much when I'm sober.
Did you take the same plane that LeBron took from?
No.
From
He's got way more money
Cleveland
than me.
to
No. I took Southwest. So.
LA? Did you pass by Staples and kind of give it like some side eye?
Yeah.
Earlier when
No,
you were
I
downtown?
mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad at all. I mean, it's what he wants. What's best for him. It's whatever he wants. It's his legacy. I'm not his dad. So he just, but. There was actually randomly, last place we were just at outside, there was a LA hat just sitting on the ground, like just laying there. So I was like stepping on it.
He stepped on it, yeah.
I was just joking, I don't care, whatever.
Was that a bit cathartic?
What's that?
Was that a bit cathartic just to step on it for a second?
No, I didn't. I act like I did. I did, but I didn't. Yeah, listen, man, nothing but the best for him. He brought the title back like he said he would. So can't be mad at the guy. So it's whatever he wants. It's his decision, not mine. At least he didn't wait to the end like he did last time. At least he did it right away.
No show or anything.
Yeah, I mean, he was like,
I think the city kind of appreciates it more this time. Like he brought them.
Oh yeah, I mean a lot of people are more happy. I don't know. I just everyone has their different views. It doesn't matter. 50% will say like they like it, or 50% will be like, oh, it's stupid. I mean, there's never. It's what we live in. It's the world. It's always some type of soap opera. But listen, man, you can't. Listen, he don't care. He's laughing all the way, no matter what, to the bank. So he make money everywhere he goes. So
Right.
He don't care.
At least he's out of the Eastern Conference, all right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Eastern Conference seems like a lot easier. I mean, but
Yeah.
it's none of my business.
Nobody.
None of my business.
I'm from
but,
Boston,
yeah,
but okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah. It was a good run.
Yeah, we did. We had a pretty good run.
Just showing you, yeah. You good?
It's interesting to me, Stipe. A lot of people either say there's no chance DC can win, or some people really make a great argument for him, like, hey, he was undefeated at heavyweight, and
I feel a lot of people are going to say he's going to win. I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. What kind of vibe are you getting?
Just like every fight, I feel like everyone's not really giving me a chance. I feel like I fought washed-up fighters or something like that, and just, DC's an amazing fighter. He's fought the best in the world, of course, at both weight classes, heavyweight and light heavyweight. But he, listen, he's gonna go out there. He's gonna try to do what he do, but do what he does. But unfortunately, he's not gonna get it. I'm gonna walk out with the belt still wrapped around my waist. I repeat myself constantly when I say that, but I'm not gonna change it because that's what's gonna happen.
But I know it happens every time. But why do people still underestimate you or not give you that credit? I don't quite understand that.
I don't know. I mean, because I don't talk smack. I'm not real good at that. I don't worry about that. I have other things to worry about than trying to hurt someone's feelings. I like fighting. I like going out there and just fighting. I don't need to go out and. I'm a fireman, so I'm pretty witty when it comes to comebacks. But if they come with me or something, I'd come back. Come back. Right. But I don't need to. I got other stuff to worry about. Like, my wife's pregnant, I got a baby on the way. That's all I care about.
Oh yeah. Do you know what you're having? Or?
Baby girl.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's she's wrapped. I'm wrapped around the finger already. She's not even out yet, but I'm screwed.
Oh yeah, you're totally screwed. But even though you don't talk smack, I mean, we see the gains that people do get from it. So there's no part of you ever that feels like, well, maybe if I'm a little more vocal.
No, I mean, there's moments I am vocal, but not to that point.
Yeah.
I don't need to, I mean, I understand people, I don't know, I don't need to get on someone's skin. I just want to go out there and win. I know I'm going to win.
What
Confident.
was the most frustrating person that you were underrated against? Like somebody like Ngannou, I know a lot of people picked him because he had been really devastating other people. Was there one fight in particular that kind of rubbed you the wrong way to be?
No, I think everything has, every fight's different.
Yeah.
I think it just depends, the only guy who was tough because everyone was hyping him up, oh my God. He's a wrecking machine. It's harder than a Ford Escort. I mean, and I'm like, oh hey, I won a couple times too, but it is what it is. With DC too. DC, I was like, oh my God, he's undefeated heavyweight. The only times you lost to John Jones and this and that. Listen, I'm used to it by now. It's another day in the office.
Was it a Ford Escort? Did it feel that bad?
I mean, it was hard, but it was definitely a Ford Escort. I don't know. I mean, it sucked,
Yeah.
It wasn't fun at all, but, I definitely had a big shiner at the end of the day, and it took a while to heal. Yeah. But I felt fine, Nothing was was wobbly or anything. But it was tough, though. Him coming out in that first round and throwing bombs like that and trying to just bob and weave. It was tiring, People were like, man, you were gassed. I'm like, yeah, first round, heck yeah, you try to stop that. You try to hold a man out down 30 pounds heavier than you. It was hard, but he's a good fighter. He'll be back, stronger than ever. I heard he looks real good now. He lost a lot of weight. He looks real trim. So good luck, best luck with him.
Do you feel like in some ways DC has almost more to gain in this fight than you do? Because, you beat him, he's a smaller guy moving up in weight. He wins, okay, he beat the heavyweight champion as a 205.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, but he's fought heavyweight before too, but he's not going to win, so it doesn't really matter.
When was the first time DC was like on your radar? Not so much like a fight with him, but when you started to realize that he was, a really good fighter,
In Strikeforce and all that. When I watched him,
time.
watching him as I was coming up through the rankings as an amateur and through a pro and then coming to the UFC, And I knew he was going 205 when he came to the UFC, but I still knew, he's a great fighter. He fought great guys, beat great guys. So, he's an Olympic caliber wrestler. He's a medalist. The guy's a good fighter. He's a good athlete.
Did you feel like when he was at heavyweight, when he first came from Strikeforce, that you guys might have fought at some point? Then you guys were both kind of in the mix at that point, right?
I think he was 205 by that time.
205.
I think he was, yeah. I think he came up once or twice to fight like Roy Nelson after me, and then maybe whatever. But listen, I'll fight anyone. Doesn't matter who it is. I don't care.
And when was the first time that the idea came, whether it was you or him or the UFC, that
2
you
days
guys
before.
could fight?
2 days before the Ngannou fight.
2 days before the Ngannou fight.
So
you're
I told him shut up, leave me alone.
Right.
I got more things to worry about.
So who he called?
No. UFC contacted us. Said,
about tough.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, yeah. Anyway, yeah, bye.
Yeah,
I'm good.
I was gonna say because you're. You think about Dan Cormier.
Yeah.
Olympic wrestler.
I wasn't worried about. It had nothing to do with Cormier. Like, dude, leave me alone. I'm fighting in 2 days. Like, you're telling me I'm getting hit by a guy with a Ford Escort power. Like, you're gonna come with me at this? So I got done with the fight. Then they called me on Monday. I didn't answer because I knew what they wanted. So I wanted to date it myself because I got home on Sunday. And then Tuesday I finally contacted them. And that's when it came with everything. And here we are.
So you couldn't really allow yourself to think about that at all until after that.
No, I'm not gonna worry about that, man. I got other things to worry about,
Yeah.
So yeah, it was yeah.
Was it something that interested you right away when you heard
No.
it? It didn't.
No, I didn't want to do it.
Oh.
I just wanted because my wife's pregnant. I want to make sure it's okay with her. She's the boss. She's carrying our child. I'm not carrying a child. She's put a lot into it, and that's what make sure it's good with her. Make sure it's okay for me to leave, and make sure it was right. And, we talked. Me and DC talked, and we made sure it was right. And it all worked out.
Was there something that she said or he said that made you say, like, all right, well, let's
Oh, no, it had nothing to do with DC. It was all my wife. Like, I just want to make sure that we still talked about it. Me and DC called me, but also make sure it was okay with my wife. Like I said, she's the pregnant one. She's gonna be at home with the dogs and the kid in the house, and we're getting ready for the baby. And she's growing a child inside of her. I'm not. It's tough not being there and doing some of the things like going to ultrasound and doctors, and so make sure she was okay with that.
How far along is she now?
The baby will be born pretty much right after the fight.
Oh man.
Yeah. So.
There's no fear that it could happen. Like,
Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. That's what we're praying for. Don't jinx it.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
First ones are often late.
Well, it's what you say. Then, like 4 of our friends had to eat early.
Oh no.
Which is interesting. So we'll see. My wife said, "I'll tell you if it's next couple of days. If not, she's like, I'm not telling you until you come home." So whatever.
Is that something that you're? I mean, obviously that's a big deal in your life.
No, I'm not gonna worry about it. Because my wife's a tough cookie. She's a captain, as you would say. She leads the ship, and it's gonna be hard for me. If that does happen, it's gonna take a while for me to get over it, not being there. But I'm doing it for my family, though. It's not just because I'm fighting. It's just also making sure the family's taken care of.
How much consideration do you have to give the DC's experience?
Oh, a lot. He's fought, like I said, he's fought the best in the world. He fought great guys, heavyweight and light heavyweight. Great wrestler. He's great. He comes every time. He trains with a great gym. The guy brings it.
And you can overwhelm it by doing what?
Me.
Yeah.
If I listen to my coaches, I'll be fine. The minute I stop listening to my coaches, that's when I have a problem.
Yeah. In a way, maybe it was a compliment by the UFC to call you about the tough. 2 days before the fight, they had a feeling of what it was going to go down.
No, I don't think so.
Does winning this, like you say, I'm always the underdog and all that stuff. Does winning this fight finally get you to the point where, okay, enough with that? You're going to be at that point where you're
maybe not. Maybe not. I'm not going to worry about it, honestly. Like you said,
aren't you favored in the fight?
I am, but like I said, a lot of people said, "Oh, he's undefeated heavyweight." So it's in the books they say it, but people talk, and it is what it is. And listen, he deserves all the credit he gets. He's an amazing fighter, but. Fortunately, I'm a different breed.
I have some tough questions for you. How did that go in terms of coaching? DC has had a lot more experience as a coach, and that was something that didn't come as naturally to you, the coaching part. So
Yes.
yeah, what was your experience?
Yeah, I
like
mean,
there?
in the beginning of the show, you could tell, I just clearly say I don't know how to coach. I really said it. Like that's why I brought coaches in to help me because I wanted to learn and I want to get these kids in the wrong direction.
Right.
I mean, who wants to get such an experience and they're like, this guy can't even coach. So I brought in Mark Montoya, from the factory, and then Denver X Factor factory, and I can't talk now. In Denver, right? X Factory. Factory X. God, I always messed it up. Factory X. Sorry, Mark, don't kill me. I had him and Chris Camozzi was on the show, James Krause on the show. I had Dustin Jacoby, great guy. John Vellante was really much help. He was just there for
Can't find
support.
Moonus on one of the shows.
Yeah, he was there for support just because he's my boy and best friend, So, but yeah, I know I couldn't coach, and it taught me a lot in learning what to do. Like I can game plan all day. I can watch film, break it down, awesome. But just doing it live and telling what to do, it doesn't come natural to me. I'm like, go say you're right. I'll be like, use your jab. That's all I'll say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but those guys saw it all, and being with them and watching them, and I told them talk. Don't let me be not talking. I want you guys to scream it out. Don't. I even told the kids too. I'm like, if you want someone else in your corner, don't hesitate.
Right.
Don't feel like you're obligated to have me in there. And none of them said. They said, yeah, we'll have Mark in there, and James, and they all helped. And it worked out well. And I learned a lot about myself coaching. But I'm after I'm done fighting, I know what to do now.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting too because the way the teams are picked and everything. You didn't really have as much success winning the fights.
It's not how you start though. It's how you finish.
Well, that's what I'm asking because as that whole process went along, you guys had to deal with a lot of adversity. But now we're getting to the finals, and we know that one of your guys is in for sure. But just how did that whole season go for you in terms of the morale, knowing that you had to try to keep them up when you guys were losing?
It was tough. It was tough because these kids are such good kids. I loved all of them. Even in both sides of both teams, they're great kids. They just had great attitudes and stuff. But I was telling them, man, I'm like, this is a lifetime chance. You gotta fight. And then you see a couple of fights. They didn't fight. They didn't do it. I was getting so. That's one thing I'll get livid about. And they owned up to it. Yeah, I didn't fight. You're right. That makes me feel a little bit better.
Right.
But one thing is just go out there and give it all you got. And they finally, I think they caught on to that. And I didn't understand the whole show. 2 rounds. It's better. There was you should get wrestlers and stuff. And I still was. I'm happy with my team. I would pick them all over.
Yeah.
No questions asked. So and they're saying oh, you don't want to wrestle if you don't want to pick a wrestler. I'm like, sure. So, but it is what it is. But yeah, I loved every second of it. I loved it, and just the whole morale. The team got better, and they trained hard though. They even when they were out, they still trained. They helped other guys out. It was great.
Coach's challenge was pretty dramatic for you.
I hate losing.
That's what I was going to ask because DC wiped out every time he took a shot. But.
Three goals in a row, and then I just missed the next 7. I go, are you kidding me? What are the chances of that? And even the guys were like, I have no idea how you just lost. But you know what? It was my day. As much as I wish I would want to give those kids the money, but it sucks.
Had you ever been? You didn't skate much before that, right? Or
I never really skated before. Probably once. I know a lot better than he was, but it was tough. Thanks for bringing that up. Now.
Sorry.
Think about that all day. So, but it is what it is.
It was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it was fun.
Do you feel like
watch the finals?
No, I'm not gonna watch the finals. I'm just gonna hang out.
And is that every fight week? Do you need things to go sort of as the plan every single time, or are you open to changing it up every single fight week based on what you need?
Yeah, I just do what I do. We're pretty simple about it. We go train, eat, nap, do all this stuff. But I'm not gonna go to fights on Friday because I'll watch them on TV probably because I don't need to be there. We have one of our guys fighting. John Gunther's fighting. So I'll probably watch on TV on FS1 on my app, wherever he's fighting. I don't know if he's fighting on FS1 or Fight Pass, but watch him on that, and then just come back and go to dinner and get ready for Saturday.
You were a little bit critical. I think there was mention that DC was going to walk into the fight in the 240s, and you were a little bit dismissive, saying, good luck to him for bringing all that weight in. Do you think it's a mistake for him to
Oh, I don't know. Good or bad, I don't. Maybe not. He's fighting the way he wants to do. It's a lot of weight to carry. He hasn't fought like that in a while. I know he trains probably that way for a while, but it's still just a different. We'll see what happens. Good, bad, I don't care. I'm going to win the fight though.
It's not something you need to account for, considering you've been fighting at 205.
No, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to worry about me going out there and do my job.
Do you feel like this is kind of a battle between the two best active fighters on the roster right now?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of great fighters on the roster. But yeah, definitely, it's a super fight. So of course, but you got Mighty Mouse, who's amazing. And you got Max and Brian. They're I mean, God, that's a crazy. Fuck. I wish I wasn't fighting. I could actually watch that fight. I'm kind of pissed about it. Like I'm gonna watch it, but like I can't really get into it. You know. Then you got Francis and Lewis. It's a great card. But again, all the champions, so many good champions. You know, like Amanda's amazing. You know, I mean, there's so many good fighters. But yeah, definitely right now it's Superfight. That's what everyone wants to see. So it's great. Everyone's excited. So awesome. I'm excited too.
What is your relationship with DC? Because it's not often that two guys who are going to fight in a Superfight have a conversation on the phone and say, we'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't hate anyone. I'm just going to do my thing. You know, I got no ill will towards him. He maybe does it towards me. He's nice to me, but I don't think he does. I think he likes me too. But on the 7th though, we're going to go out there. We're going to fight. I mean, it's business. He's going to try to punch me. I'm going to try to punch him. That's pretty much that's all it is. I mean, we're going to try to beat each other up. I don't know what else we're going to say.
If it were like John Jones in that spot, would the fight have come together so easily? Do you think, or do you think? I mean, maybe would have fought Jones. Let's say John never failed the drug test. Is that a fight that
I fight anyone. Honestly, they told me we fight DC, John Jones, Brock Lesnar, whoever. I don't care.
Not at the same time.
No, that'd be terrible. That's a terrible idea. I would not. That would not be a good fight for me. No, but whoever the only fight I'll fight. I like fighting, so I signed up for it. If it's DC, John Jones, or Brock Lesnar, or whatever, but right now it's DC, so that's all I'm worried about.
Do you think out there they're going to call you and say, "Hey, do you want to do tough with Brock Lesnar?"
I'll tell you alone.
Amazing. Is there anybody that you feel you want to fight in terms of your legacy? I mean, because when we talk about the greatest heavyweight ever, your hit list is already amazing. But is there one for you that would seal the deal? Or
yeah, it's probably when my daughter's 18 and she wants to date. I'll let you know about all the guys who come over and I smash them.
Yeah.
So it was at Den of Thieves. When all the dudes come over?
Oh no!
It's exactly like me at my house. I'm gonna play gym. I'm gonna spend all this money on this gym that I'm never gonna use. I'm just gonna walk in while we're working out. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So.
You've been around DC a lot with Tough.
Yeah.
What is like one thing that you learned from him or learned about him, either like maybe competitive wise or just as a person?
I think he's a good coach. He's coached. I just found out he's gonna be a high school coach, wrestling team. So it's great. Especially I know his son will probably go there now too. So that works out great. He knows how to coach, and he's been there, done that, and that's one thing I learned about him. I wish I was more of a coach, but I've gotten a lot better since the show, and I think it'll be fun to coach.
How do you assess the heavyweight landscape? I mean, have you already looked at it and said like, okay, I can see in the fall I'm going to be fighting this guy?
No.
Do you see a favorite?
July 7th. That's all I care about is July 7th. That's it. All I care about is July 7th. Honestly, that's all I care about. As much as I know I sound like a broken record, but I literally nothing. That's all I care about. I'm not gonna be like, oh hey, this guy. There's a lot of tough guys. I can tell you, there's there's Derrick Lewis and Francis. That's a big fight right there. Curtis Blades, amazing. I trained with him. Great guy, tough kid. What's his name from Russia? Volkov.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Volkov. I always ate with him and Volkan.
Right, Volkan Ozdemir.
Yeah, so I always get messed up. So
right,
he's a super tough guy. Fought Bellator, we lost 3 times. I mean, of course, there's a lot of tough guys, and there'll be someone that's going to get hot and it's going to start beating a lot of good guys. I give him New Zealand, is it? That kid, beat Arlovsky. Yeah. Great fight with him and Arlovsky. That tough kid. But then also there'll be a guy that's maybe lost 1 or 2 and also goes on a hot streak and just starts winning. Because heavyweight division, anything can happen, man. It takes one punch.
Yeah. But big money at MSG in November, likely in a main event.
Also, big taxes. Big taxes.
Were you surprised?
Is Saturday gonna be your biggest payday ever?
Yes.
Does that change anything?
No, it's cool. I love it. Especially because for my family. But I care about the fight. It's great that we're working stuff out and it worked out great, and I'm happy. Finally.
Is this the first time you think when you walk in that cage, you're gonna be happy with that check you get?
100%. 100%. Yes, 100%.
Is that something you thought would be different when you became the champ? Did you think this would happen quicker? You've been the champ for a long time now.
No, I think a lot's changed. I think it had a lot to do with the changing of the company too, and just I was just stuck in that translation. It was just what I'm looking for, translation. Transition. Yeah. Translation, same thing.
Lost in translation.
I don't know what the word is. But I'm working for here.
You're the champ. Whatever.
Yeah. Thank you. But what I'm saying, I don't know. The company just kind of they were looking for what's good for them, and I understand that they spent a lot of money. They spent $4 billion. It's not like, oh yeah, for sure, got you. No, it's not. It's a little bit different than that, which I understood. And so they made it right. It was all good.
We were talking amongst ourselves before you got here about the firefighting and why you still do it. I mean, we always say the fact that you're even willing to run into a burning building to save people, that shows what kind of character you have. But you don't need to do that anymore, right? So is that where you let loose? Is that fun for you and fighting's your job, vice versa? How does it work?
No, I think both are my
Yeah.
job. I love being a firefighter because I love helping people. You know, my whole life I've been helped too. You know, people help me out. And it's my way of giving back too. You know, there's times where I have rough times. You know, nothing's been great.
Yeah.
Everyone knows when you're fighting, coming up, and you're not doing much, you don't make much money. I was working at a bar, going to school when I was training. You know, I really took a year off for paramedic school because I'm not. You know, I had to study hard because I was going to fail. So I really stopped training for a whole year for mixed martial arts when I was gone because I had to study. So I would train once in a while when I was on a bad day. I'd come in and spar just to get my mind right.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but it didn't only last like a round though because I was gassed. But you know, and I just love to help people, and I just worked so hard to get. I would never give it up. Plus, I made my mom proud. You know, well, my son did something with his life. You know, that's all I care about.
So how many hours do you actually still put in there then?
It depends. Like maybe I work twice, maybe 3 times a week. You know,
Yeah.
after a fight, it's a little bit more. You know, I remember my last fight, I got done, and I worked like 60 hours straight. I didn't even know I did. It just happened that day. I just didn't realize I did it. I worked 24 hours, which I didn't know, which is no big deal. And I'm like, oh, wow, 60 hours is a good week for me. It's about time you worked. They give me a hard time.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I work, at least twice, not 3 times.
And I wonder too, obviously, when you put the turnout gear on, you're going to work there. So when does it get switched for you in fighting? Like when do you flip the switch? When you're in the locker room, when you're walking out? Like when does it become?
I think it's, when I walk right into the octagon and they lock the door, and I'm like, well, I can't leave now. And you're like, it's fight or flight, and you got to fight. So it's a little surreal though. And you look across the cage, you're like, oh, we're gonna find Daniel Cormier. Awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I watched this dude when I was an amateur, the first time I ever happened to me, I was at Fowler Nelson. I'm like, oh, shit, Fowler Nelson. You know what I mean? Like, it just didn't hit me till you know what I mean? But it's almost surreal. It's almost like it's like not even happening,
Right.
So you go out there and have fun.
You're in union with the fire.
I'm part time, so I can be. It's not a union, but I can have benefits, but I don't work as much as some other guys just because I'm fighting and stuff like that. So I'm part time at 2 departments, so I pick my hours a month in advance. So, but I'm trying to get full time. So.
Do you think fighters need a union?
Next question.
Well,
I'm not trying to get in trouble.
any good
there.
stories on the firefighting beat? Yeah.
What's that?
Any good stories on your firefighting beat between that fight, the last fight, and this one? Any
Well, yeah, they were pumped because I did a Modelo commercial there, or Modelo thing.
yeah,
A bunch of free beer, so they were pumped. Super pumped. And free food. I don't know. It was gone by the time I got there, so that was all gone. And then they got free food, which is like the way to a firefighter's heart. They love it. So free food all day. So they were pumped. They got free food and they got free beer, so you can't beat that. It's a good day.
Good.
The ad came out really well. Did you have any say in?
I did it all. It was all me. The angle here, the lights coming down. The Medell's amazing. They're awesome to work with. They're just awesome, and they have great people to work with them, and they were just great. And then I did a few days later. I did one with UFC Modelo, and then that went in the backyard and stuff. And it was actually my coach's house.
Nice.
They made it look like it was at my house. But yeah, great. It was great though, and they're just amazing to work with, and it was fun. And right in the middle of camp, it still made it fun. It was tough to do, but they were like, we'll work around your schedule, and it was great.
Did you know they were it was on during the NBA playoffs and stuff like that? Did
Yeah.
you know that was going to happen, or did you just turn on the game and see yourself?
No, yeah, it's crazy. Well, when I got 45 text messages in about 3 seconds, I was like, bro, and pictures of me, and then now everyone's just sitting there like, hey, dude, it's hanging out, and I have a picture of Modelo, So it's great. They're all the team Modelo, which I love, and I love the beer too. It tastes great.
Were you surprised that Fabricio were doing the drug test recently?
No, it is what it is, man. Don't worry about him, worry about myself. I'm not going to do anything that's bad. I'm fortunately got caught. Who knows? Did they figure out what was going on with that? Was that a tainted substance?
Still going through the whole
So we don't know. And I'm not going to tell anyone. Nice guy. Something for the best for him, and hopefully it works out.
That's something that you might keep your eye on because you're linked to him in a way.
Yeah. Well, not that much. We fought each other, but that's about it. Listen, I'm. Hope everything works out for him, and hope it's tainted. Hopefully it works out for the best for him.
Did you already talk about LeBron?
Yeah. Yeah.
We going.
Okay.
What's that?
You okay?
Yeah, okay. Listen, man. Best luck to him. It's what's best for him and his family. He's an animal. He can do what he wants. And he did what he's supposed to. Not supposed to, but said he was going to do, and he brought a title back to Cleveland.
Yeah. What about for you? Would you ever leave Ohio? You're talking about all the money that's coming in. No, nothing could get you out here.
Oh, money does talk, yes. But I would still live in Cleveland and still have a house somewhere else. Cleveland would be my home base. But I would never Cleveland's where I'm from. That's till I die.
How's the city gonna hold up without him, and now being 500-1 odds to win the NBA title now?
I think we'll be all right. He definitely helped the city a lot. I think the city's gonna be good now. I think the city's alive now. It's about time. It just for a little bit when he was gone, it was bad. And the only thing we had good with it was food. But now we got good food, good bars, good places to go to. It's fun now, and I think it's gonna stay like that for a long time. And the city, and the Browns are making moves. The Indians are playing well. So it's not just about the Cavs anymore.
Thank you.
What's the key to having a level head in a situation like that, where you're the famous guy from a town and become identified with a town like that? I was thinking of Kelly Pavlik.
Yeah.
Not all guys handle the position that you've been thrust into with the same aplomb that you do. How do you do that?
I think I have just people around me. My wife, my family, coaches, friends. My firefighter buddies. If I do something dumb, they'll be like, "You're an idiot." Plus, I come back from a title fight, and literally, like the next day at work, they're like, "Here, you got to give me a plunger." They bring me down. They bring me down real fast. Or they're like, "Oh, hey, you're buying lunch today." I'm like, or like one day I'll like, "Hey, can someone spot me?" Like, "Oh, you have no money?" They just say dumb stuff like that, and they bring me down maybe they keep me grounded, which is I'm very lucky and very active. Like if I'm better than someone, my wife, my mom would pretty much murder me.
With Croatia still.
Oh, I was in fight Saturday because I had a heart attack yesterday.
Yeah, I was gonna say how you been dealing with all that.
Oh, the emotions, man. It's a roller coaster. Yesterday, did anyone watch it? Oh my God, what a game, right?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
So I'm watching that game, and I'm like, I just landed. We ate a bunch of food, so I'm like trying to stay awake. First, they score right away. I'm like, and then Croatia scores right back. I'm like, oh my God, okay. And then nothing happens the whole game. And then the last 4 minutes, 3 minutes, one guy gets tripped up, and I'm like, what is going on right now? And then it gets blocked. I'm like, this is not happening. And then they go to penalty kicks, and I'm getting sweaty right now. And then man, and then that was amazing. I mean, awesome. And we won. We're moving on. So and then we got Russia now, which will be a tough one. They're playing great, so they should be fine. And they should be in the semi. So it's gonna be a great day on Saturday. They're gonna win. I'm gonna win. It'll be great.
Gonna go through all that again, watch that game?
Yeah, I'm right. I'll take a nap by then, so I'll be fine. The game's at 11, so I got time. It'll be by 2 o'clock. The game will be over. Or by 12, 1 o'clock, the game will be over. So I'll be sleeping. So we're good. Awesome. Thanks, guys.